My name is Miriam Coffey, and it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Asheville, North Carolina. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you guys are. And please leave comments down below where you guys are coming from or where you guys are located, and as well as if you have any questions, we'll be answering those during the video as well as afterwards. So if you have any questions, add those in the comment bar. So what are we talking about today? So today we're talking about the 550E, which is one of my favorite machines. It is an embroidery only machine, which means all it does is embroider, and you'll have to have a separate machine for sewing. So my favorite combination is the M7 and the 550E right here. And the reason that is because you got the M7, which is a really powerful, large throat space, fantastic machine. But then with the 550E, it is an embroidery only machine. So I have the ability to sew when I'm embroidering when I'm sewing, so I get twice as much done, and we all love multitasking. So that's why having two separate machines can be really a great idea. So let's talk about why the 550E is so exciting and why I love it so much. So this machine comes with 4 different hoops. It comes with a 5x5, 5x7, 8x8, and then the most impressive and most exciting is the 7.9 by 14.2. It is a massive hoop. As you can see here, it is very, very large, and you can fit, sorry, that's my dog over there. This is Pippin. Yeah, so this is our large hoop here. It has a latch on either side and has screws on either side, so it allows you to balance and you don't get the pop out of the hoop there. Unlike our traditional hoops, which are the smaller ones like this, they have a screw, and then the inner and the outer hoop come together. So, but when you have the same system in a larger hoop, sometimes that opposite edge here can pop out, and we fix that with this large hoop. So it gives it an even pressure on all 4 sides. So one of the best things with having a large hoop is I like to do this technique called Minimalist machine embroidery, and it is basically, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But before we do, I wanted to show you guys a little tip that I've been doing on my masks here. Yesterday, Anne did a video on the cloth guide, which she did a great job, and she also gave bias tape to using the cloth guide to sew those edges. What I've started doing is a lot of us are running out of elastic, so I've been using knit fabric. So I serge the edges or do a zigzag or turn it inside out, whichever you like to do, and that allows you to get that tighter feel, but still have a little bit of give in all of those, either around your neck or the back of your head. So go ahead and try, if you guys have any knit, go ahead and try that for your masks, and I think you'll really like it. Another cool thing about this machine is that it has built-in designs, has 180 built-in designs. And some of these built-in designs are really, really cute. We have some new Mr. and Mrs. sort of wedding Pinteresty sort of ideas. And second, we have these built-in the hoop little monsters. I love these guys. I think they're absolutely adorable. And what's even more cool about this particular one is I actually turned this into a little dog toy, which I think I've got somebody's attention here from that. We've got our partners in crime here. This is Pippin. He's helping us out today and being a little moral support. And this is Tristan. Both of these are our puppies. And Tristan helps me with all my sewing. He tells me, he's very opinionated. He tells me which projects what colors I should choose. So that's one of their squeaky toys. They just love those. So let's talk about minimalist machine embroidery. So basically what this is we get to embroider our own fabric. And why it's so important with this particular machine is that you want to be able to get the most yardage per se, the most amount of fabric with this little effort. So I don't have to hoop a bunch of times. So by having a larger surface that I can embroider on, it allows me to cut larger pieces. So these are all, I was able to get 2 squares out of these, out of 1 hooping. So instead of if I had a smaller hoop, I'd only have to do 1 hoop at a time. That would be a waste of stabilizer and a lot more waste of fabric. So being able to do more at a time. So then you cut it up like these guys, and then you sew them together just like regular fabric. And then these are some quilts that I've done using the same technique. So this quilt here This was all done with the 550E. All this fabric was solid, and then all the patterns that you see are done with the embroidery machine. So it gives it a nice texture and depth to your project. Same thing here behind me, all these quilts. All these guys here, these are all, those are all different fabrics, all solid fabrics. And then I was able to get that different textures and patterns with the embroidery machine. I did the same thing over here with, this is Serafina. She's my seahorse. This is, the seahorse pattern is from Funky Factory Friends. It's a pattern company. They have all kinds of really adorable animals. The whole scene here I just made up, but as you can see, she's got some really great texture. This was done with a combination of the Crinkle Magic, some tulle, and then actually it's dance wear. It's in some spandex underneath it. But because I was able to get a large area, I was able to get multiple pieces at a time, and all of this is embroidered. So all of this, the freestanding lace, I was able to fit a lot of designs, a lot of different pieces in my hoop at a time. So it took a lot less time than if I had had a teeny tiny hoop and wouldn't be able to do such things on such a large scale. Same thing here. This is some background. I was able to embroider the background in a large section and then embroider another piece on top of it. Same thing here. This is actually done with our free app called AcuSketch. You can go ahead and get that on iTunes, and what it does is you draw out anything that you want, you sketch it out, and then all you have to do is the app itself is going to turn it into stitches. So this is a reverse applique that I did. Go ahead and check that out, and if you guys are interested in it, let us know if you want us to do a video on AcuSketch or any of our other apps, or if you just have any videos in general. If you want us to do some videos, let us know what you want us to do. So not only is your embroidery machine have the ability to embroider on fabric and do whatever, but what it also can do is with an additional hoop that you can buy called the Acufill hoop, it also turns your embroidery machine into a little mini long arm. So if you don't have the space or the financial ability to buy a big long arm, and you don't want a free motion quilt, or you don't like free motion quilting, or spending the time to get really good at it, what you can do is create using the Acufill hoop, which has an outer hoop, and then it has magnets on either side that you clamp your quilt sandwich on, and then you embroider one hoop at a time. So it's basically sort of like an edge to edge, and you hoop one section, stitch that out, unhoop it, and then rehoop it as many times as it takes to get the project done or your quilt done. So that's what I did here. The actual design itself was digitized in our Artistic Digitizer software, which is a great software. I absolutely love it. And you can just turn that into your draw file, bring it into your embroidery machine, and now you've got a great little embroidery design. So now that we've done some inspiration sort of stuff, let me show you some of the built-in designs, as well as how to use the massive RE36B, I think that's what it's called, hoop. So these are the Shashiko designs that are built in. We have this guy right here, and what I love about this one is that you have the ability to stop it before it's finished the whole thing. So I've stopped it where it just has these crosses through it, and then left out the center section, so you can get multiple designs within one, which can be really fun. It doesn't mean you have to stitch all of it out. You can kind of just do sections at a time. And the stabilizer that I like to use when I do this technique is either a wash away like this, or I like to soak my fabric in Material Magic, which is the stuff right here. This is a liquid stabilizer. I love using this stuff for this technique because basically what it does is it makes your fabric like paper. And then when you stitch it out, this didn't have any stabilizer other than the liquid stabilizer in it. And then when I wash it, it's going to completely wash away, so it's going to feel like fabric, and it's going to be soft and drapey. It's not going to be hard and crunchy if I'd had a thicker stabilizer behind it. So this is another one of the built-in designs. And then same with this one right here. And another cool thing about the wash away stabilizer if you use this wash away stabilizer actually for anything, keep the little scraps, and then what you can do is just soak them in water and then they become liquid, and then you basically can make your own material magic because it's a wash away stabilizer. So that's a little tip. Try that out. See if you like it. So how do I hoop this thing? So instead of having the one hoop, remember we've got the two different hoop latches on either side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unlatch that. So that's going to open up my hoop on either side. And then I'm going to place my fabric right there in the center. And then on all of our hoops, there is a right and a left on it. So there's a little L there and an R there. And then you'll just place your fabric in the center. See, let's loosen this up a little bit more. Loosen it up. Close your latches just like that on either side. And then make your adjustments. And what you want to do is you want to make your adjustments on either side evenly so that you don't get pressure, more pressure on one side versus the other. That way it's sort of evenly distributed, and then you're going to get a really nice tight fit. And then what you'll do is you'll use your magnets on either side and clamp those in place. And they're on all four sides. So you clamp those down, and then you'd stick that in your machine, and then you'd be good to go. So I hope you guys have learned some new fun things about the 550E and why that large hoop is so important. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget we're doing these videos every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. as well as don't forget to check out your dealers. They're doing so many things for you guys. It's anything from curbside pickup, home delivery, video Skypes on information that you want to see the demo machine through Skype or Zoom or any other platform. So check them out. Don't forget they're still out there. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend and stay safe.